Marvin Bagley, the third 2010 guy at Duke, great athlete, great second jumper. Like if you know nothing else about Marvin Bagley the third, that second jump is remarkable. Let's send it over across the hall here, or across the studio, I should say. What do you guys think? You know that Marvin Bagley can do well in the NBA right now. What are your questions?
You know, Brendan, when I look at Bagley, the first thing that comes to mind is his versatility. The fact that he can play both 4 and 5. The other thing that comes to mind is his motor, which is really what I love about him, aside from his skill level, which I think is very high. He has the ability to put the basketball on the floor. He's a very good rim runner. He finishes at the rim. He can really run the floor in transition. He's got great lateral quickness. And I think all of those qualities, combined with the fact that eventually I think he, too, will be a perimeter shooting big, I think he got the makings of a potential star. I think he's definitely a star. He kind of reminds me of Chris Bosh a little bit. He's very heavy left-handed right now, but he has a lot of skill. He's crafty on how to get there. I love the energy, the thirst to score. And the best thing about him, we talk about his scoring, his rebounding. 11 rebounds per game in the ACC in this college season. That always translates to. Some things might not translate. If you can rebound in college, you can normally rebound in the pros. So I feel confident about his rebounding ability. I love the fact he can score. He's only going to continue to get better. I've been watching this guy since he's in the 7th grade. He's been the best player in his class every year. I don't expect that to change. I think Marvin Bagley, whoever gets him, is going to get a long-time All-Star. He is an incredible talent. I was super impressed with what he was able to do this year and put on film. Yeah, and you know, if Sacramento does in fact choose him and pairs him up with Willie Cauley-Stein, and you forget about the fact that Giles set out the last year, I think that's a pretty formidable front court that is a front court for the future. Yeah, they definitely have a lot of young bigs. They have Scalabicier also. So they have a lot of young bigs. I think Bagley can be the best one of this group just because he knows how, like those guys that know how to score, is something about him. And then, like you said, I think he's going to be able to shoot more threes. He's a 39% three-point shooter in college. I think he'll translate into an NBA three-point shooter. He'll be able to shoot the corner three. And we know that he is an incredible rebounder. And that second jump that we were talking about, that second jump is big time. That's key to getting a lot of those offensive rebounds. Yeah, great things coming for Bagley. Oh, yes. Future's very bright for that guy.
Dan, you got an eye full of Bagley, obviously, in the ACC. What stood out to you?
Plays with a motor. He is always in constant motion. He's very active, and you cannot really describe that second jump because it happens so quick. And it's not just a jump up on a follow-up or a layup. He's on top of the rim, and he gets there very quickly.
Yeah. It's so funny. These Kings people are saying, what skills does he have? He averaged a double-double in the ACC.
Not just a double-double, 20 and 11.
Yeah, 20. He shot 40% on threes.
Right.
What are you talking about? This is an amazingly skilled basketball player who did all this as a freshman. Those are skills. Playing hard is a skill. Rebounding is a skill. Scoring is a skill. He is an incredibly skilled basketball player. Stop it.
Okay, I'll stop. Oh, you didn't mean me.
I didn't mean you.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
How much of a debate is there in Sacramento about Bagley or Doncic or whoever it is?
It's Bagley and Doncic. I mean, I think nobody thinks Ayton's going to, if Ayton were to somehow be there at 2, you'd have another different debate.
The debate ends probably.
But nobody believes that. So it's basically Doncic and Ayton. And so here's the thing, I think, with the Kings. They've got who they think their point guard of the future is in De'Aaron Fox. The notion, the idea with Luka Doncic is, if you commit to him, if you pick him,
you gotta give him the ball.
You gotta give him the ball. That's when he's at his best as a playmaker. He's a 6'8" playmaker. He's really good. So if you take him, you probably aren't going to have De'Aaron Fox on the ball as much, and that doesn't make sense for him. So you look at what you have on the team, what's the best complement to what we have? Now, you can say, well, just trade De'Aaron Fox. Well, you could do that.
Yeah.
But they feel, I think, with some justification, that De'Aaron Fox has a chance to be an outstanding player in this league with his speed and his ability to get to the rim. So that's why I think Bagley, for them, probably seems like a better fit than Doncic would be playing off the ball because you're not playing to his strengths.
Right.
If you take him as a 3 and he just kind of comes off of a stagger or a single double or something, that doesn't make any sense.
Right.
He's got to have the ball.
I agree. I'm of the mindset always, if your team is as bad as Sacramento has been the last few years, and one player is significantly better than the other in your eyes, you take that player and figure out the position stuff.
Right.
But if they love Fox for moving forward, then Doncic
the reason they took him
is
fifth
not a
overall
complimentary player to De'Aaron Fox.
And Stu mentioned this before. Also, remember, Harry Giles didn't play last year at all. And so Harry Giles is a big part of that team's future. Before his injuries, he was by far the #1 player coming out of high school. So they have big plans and big belief in Harry Giles, Bogdanovich. They've got a lot of pieces that they're starting to put together.